Be the team to be defeated. This is a brilliant strategy by the icon.
Who basically abandoned Bailey for the second week in a row. I actually feel bad for the
platforms throughout the week for more information on that.
In the meantime, we're seeing some great bit of it.
But again, to the point that was made earlier.
All of a sudden, call yourself a tag team.
Look at
it takes time to develop chemistry.
On the move.
Said about last year, the better, Tom. I mean, the fact of the matter is both have a great deal of seasoning over the last year. They might be the dark horse team to.
I believe a tag was made. You
look at this.
Whoa! In this triple threat,
unfavorable position of having to outlast every other team.
Themselves into this match. Trying to. Oh man! Watch Mandy.
Wow. That was a brilliant move up where Mandy Rose.
Here it comes, Byron. Here it comes. Cowering away from this.
How do you look at the Iconics right now? Poor Mandy's being massive.
It's Mandy Rose.
Oh, look out!
Kick from the middle, split-legged moonsault. Rose into Bill.
Bailey and Sasha Banks.
Look at this. Wait a minute.
This is great.
Making an impactful statement. Not just a statement, Byron. You're trying to damage the other.
They have a chance to soften up their opponents.
Out and smack against the champion himself, the new Daniel Bryan.
And aside from the WWE odds of becoming WWE champion exponentially.
Tonight, here's the final entry in the Elimination Chamber match.
And I understand that this was a gauntlet match in hopes of being the final entry this Sunday and have to do it.
Ruling prospect to potentially withstand this entire gauntlet match for either man.
Daniel Bryan does not stand a chance of retaining his WWE title.
The WWE title. I think an important thing to think about is this massive
connect intellectually with Daniel Bryan, which we know that's the basis of their entire. How is he going to protect Daniel Bryan inside the Elimination Chamber?
Free kick out by Bryan. And his
could be in the ring competing for 40, 50 steel.
Well, that could be the case for Kofi Kingston as well if he's able to get past.
Literally has a golden opportunity this Sunday.
The one we've seen before.
Well, you got to think that's part of the decision making that Big E
and Kofi.
Both of these superstars need to conserve as much energy, save energy.
Oh, and Bryan with a.
Look at this.
Kofi into an opportunity.
If he didn't want to be put in this situation to step inside the elimination.
Daniel Bryan, but that's what he's entitled to do. The difference between Seth Rollins shared his feelings. That memorable gauntlet match, which
here on Smackdown Live. Kofi. Oh man, runs
here against Kofi.
Daniel Bryan's looking for some sort of home run, a quick entrance that will be legal at the same time. There could be 3, 4 things.
There's still 4 more superstars to come down the pike in this gauntlet.
You got to be focusing on beating Kofi Kingston and getting to that next match.
Look at
Look at this. They both know how grueling this gauntlet match could be. The full bore.
Oh, wait a minute. Cover on both men. It looks like
the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Now Bryan on the move. Kofi showing off. Now Kofi Kingston right back on top of the new Daniel Bryan. And Xavier on the outside. And Bryan seeks to win. Kofi takes out Bryan. Champion, the new Daniel Bryan in command of Kofi Kingston, the first cover to advance in the gauntlet match, and a kick.
Competitors talk about being at a disadvantage. We talk about the
Bryan on the move. Kofi up in the ropes. Full impact. Kofi, nothing he can do about this.
Daniel Bryan is capable of incredible cardio.
Veterans battling it out early here in the gauntlet match. Now Bryan, the midsection. Kingston caught on the top rope, and now boom! And now it's Kofi.
Somersault senton. There are still 4 more competitors in this same present.
Oh, wait a minute. It's Daniel Bryan evades out of the party as well. Still to come here in the gauntlet. Toe hold.
If Daniel Bryan somehow is able to any semblance of a champion's advantage. Bryan with a full head of steam.
Oh, right to the face.
Of luster behind that kick out. Daniel again looking for another high risk.
Puts himself and Kofi up top.
Oh man, and down goes. I thought he was moments away from tapping out Kofi Kingston.
He trying to pry Kofi Kingston's arms apart, then actually Kingston and Daniel Bryan now both
in chamber match this Sunday. Big kick. Down. Kofi Kingston landed on his feet.
Wow, beautiful. With the lapel lock.
Kofi trying to. How much more does Kingston have left?
Kofi was walking.
He's fighting for a chance to win this match.
Kofi trying to reach out to the side of the ring. Out through the injury. Daniel Bryan off of the.
How tough Kofi Kingston is. But Daniel Bryan again up top.
Caught with the trap.
Into the mat as we take another look at this.
Boom! Great three.
We had to know Big E wasn't going to stand by. Watch that.
And the Wait a minute, Rowan! Tossing Kingston!
Rowan is at ringside. Why Daniel Bryan has struck up this...
Been barred from ringside.
I don't understand why Rowan can...
And Bryan... Trouble in paradise!
Kofi Kingston just pinned the WWE
Elimination Chamber. Kofi and Hardy next. Smackdown Live elimination.
Exhausted Kofi Kingston has been competing for over 30. Healthy respect for one another, but now is no time. Chamber match that drastically increases your odds.
Kingston
back on track here against Hardy.
Put his body through tonight before Sunday.
Focus on the task at hand. Focus on putting
here in this opportunity against Kingston.
Grueling and his arduous elimination chamber. No disqualification. No
Kofi temporarily at least
avoid. That's been disrespected by our current champion, Daniel Bryan. Kingston fighting back.
Kofi ready to strike.
Crossbar. SOS. And Kofi puts away Hardy.
I have been as impressed as anybody.
It's plus, but now he faces a very
mud. Kofi Kingston has got to be physically and mentally.
Kofi Kingston thus far has pinned the WWE.
You don't want to trade punches.
Boom! Got him right across. Tucks the arm, and somehow Kofi gets his shoulder up.
Ability to stick around thus far has just angered Samoa Joe. That much
devastation and evisceration for every.
Can you imagine just how dangerous Samoa Joe is going to be?
Joe to close out Kofi and the kick out.
Kingston of his shoes.
This is a man in Samoa Joe who thought
could get himself disqualified tonight, which will not be the case. This Joe's just leaning on Kofi. Samoa Joe is using his body weight. He's got to somehow escape the clutches of Joe. Pick up the Joe.
Grab it!
Oh my God!
Kofi with a cross.
Win it via count out as well.
Absolutely.
At the count of one. I mean,
you cannot say enough.
The best Kofi Kingston of his career tonight.
Listen, this is a guy
on Sunday. And the inverted atomic drop. Somehow
countless accomplishments.
But the same motivation is driving Kofi. He knows how good he is. He knows how dangerous he is.
Joe for a moment buys Kofi Kingston some.
Beating Samoa Joe. If Joe's emotions get out of hand.
Fences.
Kingston from the apron. Oh no!
A count out will eliminate Kofi tonight. How is Kofi?
Kofi broke the count.
Look at it twist the skull right off of Kofi's head. Using all of his body weight, cranking at Kofi. Look at the... What a shame! What a shame it would be for Kofi after this
backing down, no matter who's been in his path. And now Samoa
situation that wasn't what Kofi was looking for, but he made it work.
And wait a minute! Wait a Kofi! Kofi eliminated Joe. Yes.
It's gotta be.
Oh God!
Embarrassing Samoa Joe.
Another cocaine clutch
right out of Kofi.
Joe is trying to ensure that Kofi.
Rival AJ Styles.
AJ Styles continues. Thank goodness for Styles. But
I cannot believe this. Kofi, he's not going to back out of this match.
You are seeing a proud man.
A respectful human being realizes what Kofi's just been through. All right. He doesn't have to do this. But I don't know if this is the right decision. And Kingston
buy stock in SmackDown's history.
Look, I get wanting to preserve yourself for
Kingston has nothing to hang his head about. He still will be he's risking irreparable harm to himself heading into.
And look at Kingston sweeps the leg to Styles into the inside.
Less than 100%, which is what he's risking right now.
Walk away. The man was hurt. Did not want to ring the bell, but
to me tonight, is it going to cost Kofi even bigger than it already has?
And now it's Styles with a snap suplex.
Kingston now, you got AJ targeting the leg. You're right. I mean,
there's no doubt these two are friends. They have a healthy.
Styles couldn't connect with a suplex.
Wait.
Kofi couldn't. So close. What a...
So wherever Xavier and Big E are right now, they got to be big.
Sunday at Elimination Chamber. After tonight, after what he's put in momentum and what it means heading into a big time.
Oh, now it's Kingston.
And could have severely damaged knees.
And Kofi beats the 10 count. Kofi Kingston.
You can't fault AJ. This is what AJ's got to do.
AJ Styles, perfect position.
Styles away, right here, right now.
Right to the bell. Over an hour. What an SOS.
AJ looking for the calf crusher.
Bottom rope. And Kofi, no choice.
Think about his own physical well-being. Minimize good reason.
Much deserved.
Man in the chamber.